Shalom, 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 peace. What's good, baby? What's up? What's up, collective? First and foremost, all praise to the Most High. Let's get straight to this message, man. So we have a crystal child, spiritual awakening. Somebody's a crystal child, and they're having a spiritual awakening. They are a guardian of the light and a catalyst. Basically, this particular crystal child that I'm referring to can basically invoke progress or a tower. Somewhat like walking karma. And they're highly exalted, highly ranked in the spirit. The Most High God puts them in a, holds them to a high standard. Higher standard than a lot of other people. And with that comes great responsibility. Responsibility that a lot of people wouldn't be able to hold on to because they abuse their gifts already, as we know it. With that type of responsibility, they would end up losing it and getting in trouble. But a guardian of light basically they symbolize divine protection. And they hold the sword and the sword of truth as well. And it's somewhat of a guiding light to those who need a good example, so to speak, of what that is. What light is. But there's also balance. And with that balance, they are cool with their shadows. They did a lot of shadow work, and they integrated their shadow, and they have complete control over their shadow. A lot of people think that the dark is something that they have to be afraid of, that they have to run from and stay away from. But your dark is what protects you. Now, when I say dark, I don't mean evil. There's a difference between dark and evil. So if somebody does something to your child and you get angry and you defend your child in whatever way you decided to defend your child, most likely you're going to snap if somebody does something to your child. That's your dark. Everybody has a dark side. People will call it mean, a mean streak, whatever the case may be. That's your protection. That's what protects you. Your dark protects you. Now, some people let their dark get out of control, and that's when they turn evil. They start being malicious and doing stuff to people for no reason, being a bully or whatever. This particular crystal child has a lot of luck, fortune's wheel, and overwhelm, plenty. They have a lot of good energy, and their cup runneth over. They have the divine with them. They're a good person. Integrity behind closed doors. They're still a good person. And so, with them being who they are to the Most High, God's child, and they honor that and always do the right thing, they have a lot of favor from the Most High and from the divine, which is fair. Favor ain't fair, what they say. Some people look at it as not fair, but this whoever has favor, it didn't just come to them with ease. They had to do a lot of work to get to that point. Drifter, experience life as it comes. This chosen one just be chilling, and they just deal with what they deal with when it's time for them to deal with it. Besides that, they're chilling. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. This was in reverse. They don't get involved in no riffraff. Not too much on change, so to speak. Changing their themselves, changing their morals, their standard. They're solid in themselves. They're solid in the light. Unless you poke at them, they say never poke the bear. They have a lot of opportunities. You, chosen one, whoever I'm speaking to, have a lot of opportunities. And your heart chakra is open. Wide open. I can't make this up. You're crowned. You hold a crown, a high-ranking crown in the spirit. Stranded worlds, wandering between realms. You can pretty much travel through portals in different realms, knowingly and not knowingly. Some people know, some people don't. When you tap in and go within, you end up finding out a lot about yourself and you learn more. Then from there, your guides and spirit and whatnot start, reaching out to you, depending on how far you get, and they start teaching you. That's when you learn stuff like that. Speaking of teaching you, you're a very teachable person. Man, well, I know what I'm talking about. You're a very teachable person. You don't mind learning. You remain a student. Remaining a student allows you to be able to grow. You don't put a plateau on yourself. It's pulled up. The high priestess. And now the magician. You're nothing to be played with. It's not supposed to be in there. You are extremely high ranking. Extremely high ranking. High priestess came back out. Extremely high ranking in the spirit. And like I said, it's not because of the favor. Yes, you have the favor now, but you earned it. You earned it. Your heart is light as a feather. The Most High can trust you with this authority, knowing that you will not abuse it. And in some cases, you may not even know how to use it yet fully. But you learn. You definitely will learn. that's the message. Purify the high priestess. Knight of Cups. In some cases, I just heard drunken love. In some cases, I would say fake love, but with this energy, what I'm feeling is that you're not with the fake shit. You would completely turn your back on anybody who has any type of fake love. And if they come at you with that fake love and make that leap of faith with that fake love, this is what's going to happen to them. They're going to pretty much fall off that cliff, and you're going to look at them like, it's a long, long fall down there, buddy. I'm not lying. That's the message. Anybody come at you like this here? Too much in their ego, unruly, narcissist, or whatever the case may be, you're not with none of that. You're not with none of that. And you'll put them in their place. And they will experience a tower. A lot of people talk about this walking karma stuff, and some people will say that they are walking karma, but you are definitely walking karma. Somebody come at you in some negative energy, a dark priestess throwing, bibbity boppity boo. They throw it at you. You'll put them on their head. Shit. They throw some stuff at you. They'll be just like this. Why is it not working? Because it's coming back to you. It's coming back to you, and then you have to do nothing. I just heard nope. They didn't have to do nothing. This is you at all times. You're God's child. Highly exalted. It's funny I said that. I forgot that card came out. Highly exalted. Highly protected. Highly honored. Your ancestors love you. The divine loves you. Ooh, who is flew in reverse? And you see everything. And the divine sees everything for you. Anybody does anything for you, they will have the whole world under their shoulders. And they'll get put under judgment. You are a spiritual judge. I'm not really going to be into this energy too much. The divine loves you. It's really, you're super tapped in. Like I already said, man, the divine loves you. You're highly ranked, and you're super tapped in. And as I said, look at this. If they treat you good, boom, dharma, wish fulfillment, everything all good, life's great. They treat you bad, doom, 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 doom. They will experience endings. And depending on what they do, it might be actual this. Careful. Yeah. Didn't I say the Most High loves you? And the Most High trusts you with this authority. And he will bring the high priestess, your high priest or high priestess, a real one. A real one. The Most High will bring down the house on anybody and everybody's rear behind that does anything bad for you. And really, you're a catalyst. This is what you do. This is what you do. You just walk around being yourself. And as you walk around people, they're automatically, as soon as they get in your energy, they're getting judged. Treat you right, everything's all good, baby. Treat you wrong, it's a wrap, Jack. Shout out to you. Somebody needed to know this. This is why this message is being brought to me. So I went ahead and brought the message to you. But to learn more about yourself, tap in. Excuse yourself from the world and what people like to do and whatnot, and start being by yourself and learn your energy. What energy is yours and what energy is not yours. And most important, drink your water. Drink a lot of water and meditate. Meditate. A lot of people, some people don't even talk about it, but regardless, the most important thing for you to learn about yourself is through meditation. The more you meditate, hitting weights is exercising your body, running exercises your body and whatnot. Reading exercises your mind. Meditation exercises your soul and your energy. The more you meditate, I'm about to say edify. The more you meditate, the more you edify your soul. The more your soul eats, the more it grows. The more it grows, the more things open up to you with ease. And don't rush it. Don't rush it. A lot of people be like, man, what's my gifts? I want to know my gifts. At one point I was too. Don't rush it. When your gifts open up, it's going to be crazy. And if they all open up at one time, it will pretty much drive you crazy. And you don't want that. You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with spiritual psychosis. But anyway, that's the message. Y'all stay meditated, educated, and dedicated, baby. Peace.